since I didn't get to do my kayak trip. I just kind of had to make the best of the day I could. I was already really ready to go do something. You know, I hadn't been to this cemetery uptown in a long time, Woodlawn. I'm amazed at the destruction that's went on and the neglect. Take, for instance, you can see that some of these stones out here just fell over with time, but like take these stones, for instance. 2 large stones. Look how far they're back, and both of them the same, to where that they've been shoved off their foundation. And that one's broke. So you can actually tell those were purpose. Now you can't even read them, they're damaged. I'm seeing a lot of that here at Woodlawn. Intentional destruction of headstones. I love these old ones. Cemetery's really grown since I was here. Up to about 4 years ago, I used to come here a lot. Now I just kind of come here and there. But I would like to see some of these graves that's in here and see the names on them. So I think I'm gonna find out if there's any ordinance against it, and if not, I may bring a machete back with me next time I come and try to get in there where I can read them. See, they got them a water leak right there too, coming out of that. When you walk in these cemeteries too, you got to be extremely careful. I'm gonna show you a spot here. If you look at the ground, you can tell that that is falling in. You can see down in it, right there. So be careful where you step. You don't want to break an ankle. And over here you can see, as the clump of trees has been allowed to grow, it's actually picking the top up off of that grave. I don't know, if somebody don't do something about that, it'll be destroyed for long. That's the one I just showed you from the other side, where I told you could actually see the top picking up off the grave from the limbs. As you can see, I was not exaggerating. If they don't cut them limbs, that's gonna be a lot worse problem shortly. Not to even mention, don't look like the trees have been trimmed in forever. They're growing around headstones. I guess funding's an issue, I don't know. Kind of sad though, because a lot of destruction, some of it intentional here. Really amazed how growed up the cemetery is. A lot of these headstones ain't been cleaned around in years. There's 1, 2, there's several up in there. And then you can see some over here. Headstones over there where the cabbage is growing out of it. You can see at one time, all this was enclosed with a wrought iron fence. I guess I should have brought a machete. I just didn't remember the city cemetery being growed up this much. Let's come over here. See if maybe we can slip in here and see one of these names on these headstones. That's turned sideways. Damn. Maybe we won't get on no snake. There's another headstone over here. Yeah, a concrete log at the bottom of it. Ow, I just got poked in the damn eye. That headstone's been pushed over, you can't read it. That's the base of it there. But it does have a concrete log at the bottom. And I can see some more over there. They're just so growed up, you can't get to them. This is the other side of that, where I showed you that fence was, where the cabbage was growing in. I'll see if we can get in here and see. That's part of the fence, what's left. There's that grave. Nah, I'm not gonna try to get in there without a machete to clear my way where I can see. Part of the fence is gone. part of it's still here. Let's come back when we got a machete or something. You know, over the years doing history, especially when I worked at the feed store, I've spent a lot of time in this cemetery. It was a beautiful cemetery. It had a lot of wrought iron fence that you could see. Now when I walk around it, I see it's been let go. You see the vandalism I've showed you so far. These trees are growing up and destroying it. I see just one grave. Since the door had already kind of been leaned open, I just kind of eased through that. Since I didn't have to bend it or distort it anymore. Maybe we won't get on no snake. Let's see what we got. There's one grave inside of here. Let's see. John J. Goronto died. Looks like January 1st, 1892, age 56 years old. Let's see, 10 months and 6 days. There's something there on the bottom, but I can't make it out. So let's see if we can make our way back out of here. There may be others in here, it's just not that big, I'm not sure. You can see the name also imprinted on the gate to the entry. This is one of the few I see that still got the full fence around it. Here's another clump of trees where the limbs have allowed it to turn over and destroy a headstone. Just from not being trimmed, really. Here's another good example. See these lilies growing around this one? You can see this cabbage tree starting to lift it up from one side. You can already see the cracks forming in it. And then if we go around to this side, it's a Woodsman of the World, which is a really nice headstone, but you can see the tree is pushing and it's going to eventually turn it over. Even if the fence is gone, anytime I see where there was a fence around the place, I like to always go to those. Those are usually where you can find some old ones. You first walk up to a spot like this, you see the fence has been removed. You wouldn't think there's no graves here, but there are. You just can't see them or get to them because of the overgrowth. They are here. But you know, as we make our way back to the car, this cemetery I used to come to a lot, doing a lot of history. I hadn't been here in a while on no really walking tours. I've been going straight to places. But you see a lot of destruction in the cemetery. Some natural, some vandalism, and sometimes just from neglect, letting stuff grow up. It's just part of it, I guess. But once it turns some headstones over, most people's not going to try to pick them up. Fear of breaking them or brittle, which means now that history is hidden. Anyhow, that's one of your local cemeteries uptown, the Old Parish Cemetery, Woodlawn, Old City Cemetery. just a little piece of it.